He's got his political surrogates and minions roaming around Iowa on his behalf. Among them, a couple of fellow radicals, Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar.
I first came to the United States. I remember one of the first things that I saw was homeless people sleeping on the sides of Manhattan when we arrived in New York. And I remember turning to my father and saying, this doesn't look like the America you promised. Our reality is full of homeless people. Our reality is full of families who have moms and dads who are going without dinner or lunch or breakfast just so that they can have enough for their children.
I don't remember if you guys remember last week when someone by the name of Hillary Clinton said that nobody, we're not gonna boo, we're classy here. We're classy.
I'll boo. Boo. You all know I can't be quiet. No, we're gonna boo. That's all right. The haters will shut up.
Can you imagine the framers of our Constitution ever envisioning these two anti-America buffoons, or anyone even close to their radical beliefs, getting elected to the United States Congress? Never in their wildest dreams. Even Hillary is not radical enough for these clowns. Joining me now from Reston, Virginia, from the Media Research Center, Director of MRC-TV, Eric Scheiner. Eric, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Bernie Sanders. Really, it's a match made in anti-constitutional heaven. And Hillary Clinton, who's pretty darn radical in my mind, looks conservative next to these guys.
Yeah, and she looks conservative to them as well. That's why they had to give a boo instead of being classy, as they said there. They're just going to boo. But, you know, who knows more about being a hater than Rashida Tlaib. But the good news is she's tweeted out since that she didn't really mean it. She's sorry. She's better than that. And she's going to try to communicate from a place of love right. in the near future. Yeah, I mean, this is it. There is a far left split of the Democratic Party, and there's a lot of support for it right now among the liberals, and there's kind of a split going on with the party. So when Hillary Clinton starts looking moderate, you have to wonder what's going on.
Yeah, and it's thanks to their guy, Bernie Sanders, that's pushed the modern Democrat Party even further to the left, further toward Marxist socialism. Joe Biden is one of those guys who's been pushed by Bernie Sanders. Joe Biden, I guess, is now kind of describing his son as a very stable genius, which I guess would explain why Hunter Biden was paid for expertise that he doesn't possess.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's just a bad image. That's all it is. It's a bad image. Joe getting really cranky about getting asked about this over and over again. He was seen, doing interviews, and he was snapping reporters that you don't know what you're talking about, that, my son's serving on the board of Burisma while I was vice president and getting, $3 million. It's just a bad image. His son regrets doing it. But, his son got the job because, he's a very bright guy. He's just a bright guy that can't seem to find the financial paperwork necessary to settle his paternity issues with an Arkansas woman. Look, it's funny to watch Joe react like this, and I get the feeling we're going to see Joe react like this a lot more. Lindsey Graham is out and saying, following impeachment, we're going to do what we need to do next, Republicans, and that is question Joe and Hunter Biden on Burisma. And that's where Lindsey Graham says he plans on taking this issue. So it'll be fun to watch Joe talk about how they don't know what they're talking about, I guess.
It would be very fun to watch Donald Trump versus Joe Biden on a singular stage on an issue like this. I think it would be extreme. I would pay to see that. That's for sure. When you talk about impeachment, how much real interest is there in impeachment? I don't think very much, but you all took a form of measurement, and you went not too far away from the Capitol to get a form of measurement in terms of interest for impeachment.
Well, this deals with, two of the teams you care a lot about, the Benghazi Eagles and the, I believe they are the Good Counsel game, the Good Counsel Falcons. They had a varsity basketball game that attracted 200 people. That's more people that were in the public section to watch the impeachment trial Thursday evening. I think people are just kind of tired of impeachment at this point. It's drug on too long. It's going nowhere. And I think a lot of people saw it as a political move right from the beginning, just as it is. But there you have it. We had a reporter in the building. He's counting the people, including security. There's only like about 131, but there's 200 people over at the varsity basketball game next door.
No doubt more entertaining and probably more accurate in terms of fact-finding missions. The bottom line is only people with Trump derangement syndrome are paying attention, or people who care about the Constitution like I do. Most other people are going about their lives, looking at their 401ks and saying, hey, life's pretty good right now. Eric, thanks.